Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the #1 team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will have the first possession of the game. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred. Because it's a rivalry game, they'll keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Caught in the backfield, it's strong. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The quick out. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. Caught. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on second down. Quick completion to the right. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Ball in the air. Intercepted.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Line gets set, first down. He wants to throw. Looking left. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger. That is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese. But listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers in the past, and it's because of that swag.
It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. The option look. Now the toss. At the 45 on his way. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
LSU now operating in the red zone. Trying play action. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Lining up to convert third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU! They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. This offense has a second down play. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Moves around to clear up the vision. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. He'll start this drive firing. It's complete on the right side. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get it through the air. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Buys a little extra time. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. He's going to take off. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It is good! And that lead grows even bigger. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
He'll do it himself. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll throw it on first down. Still looking on the move. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he's already 1 for 1, so this time he'll try to put one through from 39 yards out. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
It's such a nice play getting that sack, and I'll tell you, what makes it worse is the fact that he has this crowd noise behind him. Death Valley is so loud, arguably the loudest stadium in the entire country, and I know that having played here before, you do not want to get behind the chains as an opposing quarterback with this crowd noise. It makes it so hard for your offensive line to hear the cadence and know when the snap is coming out, and you know it's helping this D-line get upfield. I think you saw an example of that on that last play.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
That's a first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. Quarterback moving. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. And now on second down for this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to pass on second down. Extending the play. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Texas A&M going up tempo.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Grabbed in the middle. It's strong.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On second down, wants to throw. Quarterback strolling away from heat. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The Aggies have it with a 1st and 10.
It's so nice to be an offense on second down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run and try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give them a finish. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Still, and a sack all the way back at the 5. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Makes the catch. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas A&M. Lining up to add another. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Notre Dame has the lead currently, but it hasn't come easy for the Golden Domers. They're in a tight one right now. They're up by 10 over Georgia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the 4th, and the Brain Trust will go to work. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Shakes off the defender. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. The throw. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Looking to go up top on first down. What great protection, and he lets it go down the middle. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure.
And that's exactly what this defense needed. They needed to have something positive. Give up some yardage. They've given up some plays. No big deal. Got right back in it on this drive with that big sack.
Fires into the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down. This defense needing this energy from the crowd in a goal-to-go situation. Into the end zone. It's caught. A touchdown. And now they're an extra point away from taking the lead.
Man, that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point gives him a 1-point lead here in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas A&M, 14, LSU.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big-time moments, Palmer, coming down to the wire, who steps up and makes the big-time play.
And this is why you lift the weights in the offseason. This is why you do all the gassers and all the sprints. For moments like this, game on the line in one of the biggest games of the year.
Unleashes one. Working that left side. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. He's going to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. Here comes the offense on second down. Quickly complete. Timeout called by the offense. Clock stopped with 21 seconds left. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Number 11.
There is nothing greater than a rivalry game unless you lose it. And in that case, there is nothing more miserable.
I agree, Reese. And that's why rivalry games are so great, because you take the stats and you take the rankings and you take the records and you throw it all out the window. There's always tremendous effort and passion when we see these rivalry games. We certainly saw it today. And David, for this losing team, this one's going to sting for a while.
It does, but it's so strange because I always feel the same way. I'm like, there's no chance that they have a chance to upset them. But then you go, it's a rivalry game. The vitriol, the hate, it's already there. And so it means so much in sports who's motivated for these games. So you do get up. It does become a good game, even when it's not a good game on paper.
So that